What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our Carolina Panthers franchise rebuild. It's the final week of the preseason, and that means we've got to make roster cuts. We've got to trim the roster to 53 players. Before we do that, let's take a look at the stats following this disappointing preseason. First up, our quarterbacks. Bryce Young threw for the most yards, threw the most interceptions, and tied for the most touchdowns on the team. Bailey Zappi was backing him up. Zappi looked okay. I think he'll be fine as a backup. Josh Pierce, who's been a longtime backup for us, will be our third quarterback. And then we brought in James Madison rookie Christian Brown. Didn't look that good. He's going to be practice squatted probably or released. Running the football wasn't all that good this preseason, as Miles Sanders only accumulated 81 yards in these 3 games. No touchdowns for any of our runners. Chuba Hubbard looked good with 62 yards. Anton Lockley ended up with 32, and Anderson, who we brought back to be a return man, only got 4 yards on his 4 attempts. Receiving, everybody was led by Marco Hinton, who had an excellent preseason. He finishes with 10 grabs, 141 yards, and 2 scores. Right behind him, tight end Elias Quintana finally getting the chance to start. He finishes with 9 catches, 91 yards, but no scores. DJ Chark, we know what he can do. He had 88 yards and a score. It was quiet from Ramon Medina. I was really hoping to see more from him, and Justin Dean for that matter. I view Dean as a possible future starter, so I really would like to see his numbers get better. It's just been tough throwing to him. Mr. Irrelevant Morgan Boley finishes with 1 catch for 5 yards. Mingo finished with nothing. I could not get him the ball. Sacks, they were given up on the right side. There's 4 sacks given up by Moden and Moses, so that tackle spot has a little bit of issue. Bozeman played well with 1 given up sack. Pete didn't look all that great at left guard. He is going to be our primary backup. Starter Abdul Hazelton finished with no given up sacks. Love to see that. Hopefully he can finish this year healthy. And then rookie Justin Wilcox had a couple of really good blocks in that Ravens game. He's going to be our starting left guard. Defensively, nobody had more tackles than Bruce Simmons at linebacker. Looks like it could be his year to break into the lineup. Nicholas Schultz right behind him in tackles. Tackles for loss, Jamison Craver, of course, and Leslie Hooks, who played pretty well. Sacks, Craver found himself 2 in those 3 games. Schultz got 1. Bolden got 1. He was all right. Noel found a sack. DJ Johnson got 1 in that Ravens game. Shelton Merritt got 1 as well. Interceptions, 1 for Angelo Flowers, who I do not believe played well at all in the preseason, and right now he is not going to be our slot. That is going to go to first-round pick Jacoby Garvin. Christian Orchard, rookie out of Rutgers, he finished with 1 interception as well, so not bad for them. Christian Orchard's going to end up being a backup, could eventually break into the starting lineup. We'll see in a couple of years. He's got good size, good skill. Kicking, Harrison Butker goes perfect, hitting all 4 of his field goals and 3 extra points. And Hecker looked good, punting with 7 for 304 yards. 3 of those inside the 20, not bad at all. The return game wasn't too amazing. KJ Hamler finished with 9 for 201. Anderson got 4 for 85 yards. They were averaging 21-22 per return. Not great. Wasn't happy with that. And then punt returns, Hinton had 2 for 14, which was good. Anderson had 1 for 5, not too bad. I would like to see Hinton possibly move into the returner role at punt returner. I don't know if Anderson is going to make the roster. His returns didn't inspire confidence. Okay, and with all of that out of the way, let's start trimming down this roster. First up, we are going to move Christian Brown to the practice squad. We are going to straight up release running back Jason Anderson. Wide receiver Morgan Boley is going to move to the practice squad. Tight end Sam Kirkland is going to go to the practice squad. Undrafted Ashton Sampson, our left tackle, he's going to go to the practice squad. Depth left guard Jaden Bowens is also moving to the practice squad. We will be releasing center Ken Nash. 7th round pick Sevon Matthews, backup defensive tackle, is going to be moving to the practice squad. Backup left outside linebacker Jalen Oliver is also moving to the practice squad. And we will be releasing backup corner Larry Michaels. Julian Choice, one of our depth left tackles, is going to be moving to the practice squad. And the same for depth left guard Cecil Thompson. We'll be moving Kevin Noel to the practice squad. And for our last move, we will be releasing Leslie Hooks. We've got 2 open practice squad spots. We are going to sign Taylor as defensive tackle depth. He's a rookie out of Alabama. And then for our final practice squad spot, Rashad Camp. He's a rookie corner from Texas. So this is how our lineup's going to look come week 1 against the Atlanta Falcons. At quarterback, Bryce Young, backed up by Bailey Zappi and Pierce. Miles Sanders returns at running back with Chuba behind him, and Lovett in at fullback. Mingo and Chark, number 2 and 1 wide receivers respectively. At the slot will be Justin Dean. At Conwu, Wilcox, Hazelton, Corbett, Moten. Along the offensive line, looking forward to seeing what Wilcox can do this year. And then getting the chance to start at tight end over Hayden Hurst is Elias Quintana. Hayden will be backing him up. We run a lot of 2 tight end sets, so it's not like Hayden is gone completely. Defensively, our D-line is still outstanding. Yetur Gross-Matos returns at right end. Derek Brown in the middle along with Jamison Craver and Brian Burns on the left side. Our corners, J.C. Horn and Bryce Hall. And rookie first-round pick Jacoby Garvin is going to be our slot. Chris Bartell returns as our free safety. DJ Johnson, Nicholas Schultz, and rookie third-round pick Johnson are our linebackers, and Jamie Robinson at strong safety. Special teams, nothing too crazy here. Johnny Hecker, our punter. Harrison Butker, our kicker. Harrison will also be handling kickoffs. Hazelton will be our long snapper. Kick returns, of course, handled by KJ Hamler, and punts this year will be handled by Marco Hinton. Here's a look at how our specialists play out. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Garvin in the slot, Schultz our sub linebacker, and Sanders, of course, our power and third down back. And then a peek at our practice squad. And we are all set for week 1 as we've got a prime time matchup against our rival Atlanta. And with practice finished, we've got 1 upgrade. It is to corner Angelo Flowers. We're going to go man-to-man for him. He's up to a 74 overall. And he gets 1 awareness, 2-man coverage, 2 play rec, and a tackle. The Falcons come into this one with 99 overall, Bijan Robinson. We know how dangerous he is, and he leads this Falcon offense. Right behind him, Kyle Pitts. On the right guard spot, Chris Lindstrom. Jesse Bates still at free safety. Ronnie Stanley at left tackle. AJ Terrell in corner. They still got Jake London, Jeff Okuda, Rondale Moore. Panther Frankie Luvu is there for a second year. Richie Grant. At quarterback, they're still holding on to Desmond Ridder. Their first round pick in this past year's draft was Mitch June. He's in a hidden development corner, 78 overall. Better in man than he is zone, but both are still very good. He's got a decent press, excellent athleticism, 95 speed is incredible. All right, and we are all set for this Thursday night game as our Super Bowl champion Carolina Panthers are taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Let's go. And welcome everybody to a rainy Charlotte, North Carolina as we get the NFL season kicked off. It's year 4 of our Panthers franchise, and we've got a matchup against a team we've seen plenty of times, including in the playoffs. It's the Atlanta Falcons. Desmond Ridder going up against Bryce Young. Of course, the biggest weapon on this Falcon team, Bijan Robinson. We know how he's going to run. He's done it against us since his rookie year. Hopefully we can defend our Super Bowl championship and hold Robinson in check. Harrison Butker is ready to get the new year kicked off. It's year 4 of our Panthers franchise as this one is kicked off. And bringing this back right up the middle for a good gain. And the ball is down at the 29. And here comes Desmond Ridder. And our first look at the Atlanta Falcons this season. Ridder has not developed into the star quarterback the Falcons fans were hoping for. And they will start this drive at the 29, 1st and 10. Under center is Ridder, and they will hand this off to Robinson, who's met by Jamison Craver, and that is a 1-yard gain. That brings up 2nd and 9. Ritter dropping back, rolling left, turns around, throws to Robinson, who's tackled down by Bolden, and that is a gain of 5. Now 3rd and 5 for Atlanta. Ritter in the shotgun, takes the snap, throws quick, and it's caught on the out route. Number 87 makes the grab. That is Brendan Cooks, who finds his way back to the NFC South. This time in Atlanta. Good route there. We're working on the rookie. First down now after that catch. Ball at the 45. Ritter in the shotgun. And he's rolling to the left, throws outside, and has an 8-yard connection to Brandon Cooks once again, who drags the feet. 2nd and 2. This is a good chance to get Robinson the ball. Let's see what Atlanta does. They fake the handoff, and under pressure is Ritter before he's picked up and slammed down by Brian Burns. His first sack of the new year. 3rd and 9 now for the Atlanta offense as they get this one snapped away. Ritter running for it, will get the first down. He's tackled down by Jamie Robinson after a 12-yard gain. Ritter's got good speed, uses the legs there to get the first. It's 1st and 10 as they hand this one off to Robinson again, who finds 3 yards. 2nd and 7 for Atlanta. Ritter shotgun. Dropping back under pressure once again, throws this one out, and it's caught for a first down. Excellent catch there by Kyle Pitts. 3 tight ends out there for Atlanta. 1st and 10, and there's movement up front. Let's see what the flag is. That is Yetur Gross-Matos on the neutral zone infraction. The awkward 1st and 5. Ball at the 25 as Atlanta is driving. They're going to stretch this one out to Robinson as he looks for a running lane and can't find anything. He stopped for no gain. 2nd and 5 now for Atlanta. 2 tight ends out there. And they will play action. This one thrown back across the middle, caught. That is Rondale Moore. And that's an Atlanta Falcon first down as Ritter works to his left. Good job throwing back across his body to find the open man. Atlanta empties out the backfield now. Ritter in the shotgun. Quick drop under pressure once again, finds his man, and he's tackled all the way down at the 1. Looks like there's an injured Panther. That's Yetur Gross-Matos, and he'll head to the sideline. Jumbo set out there now for Atlanta. Robinson, the deep back. I think we know where this one's going. And they pitch it out to Robinson, who's going to lose 2 yards as he's chased down by Brian Burns. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. That second down run didn't work. And they're going to pass for it this time across the middle. Caught and touchdown, Brendan Cooks. He gets in the end zone. This drive finishes off with a Brendan Cooks touchdown. Just a quick drop. Carolina's pressure didn't get there fast enough. And Robinson couldn't jar it loose. And we get an injury update on Gross-Matos. Looks like he will be okay. And here is Pierce on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good. Atlanta 7, Carolina nothing. Now Dixon on to kick it deep. Hamler will field this just inside the end zone. He runs it out, looks for a lane, back up the middle, gets it up to the 25. And here comes Carolina's first drive of the new season. Led by quarterback Bryce Young. Carolina once again hoping for some kind of improvement on all the interceptions Bryce likes to throw. Lucky for Bryce, he's got an excellent running back in the backfield. That's Miles Sanders back there with him. It's 1st and 10. And they do hand this off to Sanders, who slips the first tackle and has a first down. Stiff arms a man and is pushed out of bounds after a 17-yard gain. Of course, excellent running from Miles Sanders there on first down. Ball at the 42 now. And they once again hand this off to Miles, who has another first down and is taken down as he crosses midfield up to the 45-yard line. Now 1st and 10 once again for the Panthers. Bryce this time dropping back, throws underneath for Quintana, who's got a lane, and another Panther first down. Under 2 minutes left to go here in the first. The rain still coming down. It's 1st and 10. This another handoff to Miles as he looks for room off the right side and finds 2 yards. 2nd and 8 as Carolina comes out with 3 wide receivers to the right. Bryce dropping back, loads up, has a man. That's Justin Dean. Incomplete. Just too far ahead of the speedster Dean. And that brings up a 3rd and 8 as Atlanta, rotates their defense. And now the screen is on. It's Sanders, who has nobody in front of him. Spins off the Jeff Okudah tackle and has a first down up to the 15. Excellent screen there by Carolina. Atlanta wasn't ready. Now 1st and 10 for the Panthers. This one underneath, knocked away, intended for Hayden Hurst. Former Panther Frankie Luvu making the play there. It's 2nd and 10. This time they stretch it out. Sanders looking for room, finds 3 yards up to the 12. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. This one going by quickly. Atlanta has the lead 7-0. It's 3rd and 7. Ball at the 12 for Carolina. Atlanta brings a blitz and Young couldn't get rid of it in time. Well, technically he got rid of it in time and it falls incomplete. Harrison Butker out to attempt the 29-yard field goal here in the rain, and that kick is good. Carolina gets on the board with 3 points. Butker ready now to kick it back. And I saw it during the hold. I totally forgot to change Bailey Zappi's number. Even though I thought about it when I was making rostered moves, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta change numbers. And I didn't. Anyway, that ball gets returned up to the 19, and here comes Desmond Ridder. 1st and 10 from the 19. Ridder in the shotgun, waving his hands around, changing something up at the line. He takes the snap, starts rolling left, and throws this one out of bounds. And by left, of course, I meant he rolled right. As we take a look at this Panther draft class, 4 of them are on the roster. 1st round draft pick, Jacoby Garvin out there at corner. Ridder in the pistol, and he will keep it. And that was a bad decision as he's hauled down by Derek Brown. It's 3rd and 12 for Atlanta. And this one goes out to Pitts, who makes the grab, holds on to it through the hit, and that is a Falcons first down. Jamie Robinson couldn't knock it free. Excellent throw there by Ridder to hit Pitts up the seam. 2 tight ends out there for Atlanta. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Robinson, the deep back. And they will hand it off to Robinson, who's trying to find some room outside and ekes out an excellent 7-yard gain. Good blocking there. It's now 2nd and 3. Ridder in the shotgun with Robinson to his right. And they hand it off to Robinson, but Carolina was ready as he's picked up and dropped by DJ Johnson, who came in on the blitz. It's now 3rd and 4. 3 receivers to the right for Atlanta. They bring pressure and getting out of the pocket, finding his guy and caught. That is another Rondale Moore first down. 2 tight ends now in there for Atlanta. They're in the shotgun. And they fake the handoff throw, quick underneath to London, who's got it, and Moore. And speaking of Moore, Rondale Moore appears to be shaken up. He'll head over to the sideline to get checked out. Carolina trying to find an answer to this Atlanta Falcon pass game. It's 1st and 10. As Ridder this time throws over the middle, incomplete, off the hands of Pitts. Nicholas Schultz in coverage. 2nd and 10, ball at the 34. Ridder drops back and rolls right into Brian Burns, who bats that one out of the air, and that'll fall incomplete. It's 3rd and 10 for Atlanta. Can they convert here? Ridder takes the snap. Once again, rolls right into Brian Burns, his second sack of the game. Ritter had nowhere to go that time. Brian Burns got home 2 plays in a row. This time he gets to the quarterback and drops him for a big loss. It looks like Atlanta is going to attempt a field goal. That's Pierce back there. This one is going to go wide right as the wind was just too much. 1st and 10 for Carolina as they take over there. Sanders takes the handoff, works his way left, and finds 7 yards on a good Panther run. 2nd and 3 now for the Panthers. Young faking the handoff, and he'll throw this one down to Sanders, who makes a move, gets away from 1 man and a second as he sprints his way toward the sideline and has another Panther 1st down. Good move there. It's 1st and 10 for the Panthers. This one goes out quickly for Mingo, who cannot hold on through the hit. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 now for Bryce Young and the Panthers. Young throws this across the middle. He's got Mingo this time, who holds on to it and has a 1st down. And Carolina has a 1st down at the 17-yard line. Young dropping back, throws, got a man in the end zone. That's Quintana for the score. Elias Quintana got excellent position, worked his way to the open part of the end zone, and Bryce Young threw it his way. Excellent job there by the young tight end, making his first starts here in the NFL. Well, as the #1 tight end anyway. And he goes swimming. Harrison Butker ready for the extra point. It is up and good. Carolina takes a 3-point lead. It's now 10-7. We've got 4 minutes left to go here in the first half as Butker kicks us off. The rookie June will take this one as he gets this all the way up to the 24-yard line. And here comes Desmond Ridder and the Atlanta Falcons offense. Haven't seen too much of Bijan Robinson in this one so far, but it hasn't hurt Atlanta as this pass is incomplete, intended for London. Now 2nd and 10 for the Falcons. Ridder in the shotgun, dropping back, throws underneath for Robinson, who's met immediately by Bolden, slips that tackle, and is brought down by Bartel for a 6-yard gain. Robinson has been active in the passing game. It's 3rd and 4. Atlanta once again throwing quick and incomplete. Jamie Robinson makes the hit, knocking that ball free. Excellent play there by the young safety. Dixon out now to punt this one back to Hinton. He gets it away cleanly. Hinton will take it about the 23 as he looks for space, tries to make a move, gets it up to the 33. And here comes Miles Sanders. He's been excellent. 1st and 10 from the 33 for these Panthers as they hand this off to Sanders, who's got blocking. And a huge 1st down run there for Miles Sanders. It's 1st and 10 for the Panthers. As this one's going out to Justin Dean, incomplete, covered by Okuda. 2nd and 10 as the Panthers come out in the I. And they're going to run this one straight ahead as Sanders gets 4. And that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Our score here in rainy Charlotte, Carolina 10, Atlanta 7. 3rd and 6 now after the 2-minute warning. And this one's going out to Mingo, but it's picked off. And tackled down by DJ Chark. That's Terrell on the Bryce Young pick. And it didn't take long for him to throw his first. AJ Terrell. Mingo was in one-on-one coverage. Young tried to get it to him, and it was just played perfectly. Now Atlanta has a chance to turn the tides. They come out empty here. Under 2 minutes left to go here in the half. And and Ritter sacked down by Burns. Carolina will use their first timeout. 2 tight ends out there for Atlanta on this 2nd and 18. Ritter dropping back. Throwing underneath, has a man who slips away from a tackler, and a second one still going before he's shoved out of bounds by Hall. Poor tackling there by the Panthers. It's 1st and 10. Ritter once again alone in the backfield. Carolina brings pressure, and this one is thrown off the mark, intended for Robinson. Now 2 tight ends, Ritter under center. And Ritter looking for somewhere to go, has nowhere, throws it out of bounds, bringing up 3rd down. 3rd and 10 at the 49 now for Atlanta. Let's see what they've got, and it's intercepted by Schultz, who stepped right in front of that route. And he takes it away. Both quarterbacks throwing interceptions on back-to-back drives now. Nicholas Schultz gets his first of the year as he steps in front of that Ritter pass. And here comes the Panther offense with 1:27 left to go in the half. Let's see if they can put that interception behind them. As this one quickly goes underneath for Hayden Hurst, who gets 6 yards on the drag. 2nd and 4 as Young comes out under center. And this one across the middle for Dean is hauled in and caught. The Panthers will go hurry up here. And Young at the top of his drop throws this for Dean, who's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. Justin Dean just ran right down the field and took that one away from the defense, and he scores. Excellent job there by Dean. He just locates the ball before the defender does, makes an excellent move to box out the defender and get it. And now Harrison Butker ready to push the lead to 10 as this one goes wide right. And Butker, wanting to put that embarrassing extra point behind him, is ready for the kickoff. The wind is a factor here tonight, and we saw it there on that one. As excellent move there as the ball is punched out. Atlanta drops on it, and Atlanta will keep possession. Excellent punch there. Not sure who hit it. Guess we'll get another look at it. It was Sawyer who came in and just punched that one away. He was watching some Charles Tillman film. 1st and 10 from the 21 here for Atlanta. We've got less than a minute to go in the half. As this is out quickly for London, who's got it, and a 1st down. Atlanta will use a timeout there. It's 1st and 10. And this one going across the middle, incomplete, just out of reach of Brandon Cooks. The Falcons go empty once again. A 2nd and 10. And this one quickly out to Robinson, who breaks the tackle, and the second one has the 1st down. Good hard running there from Robinson. It's now 1st and 10, 33 seconds left to go as Atlanta has closed in on midfield. This time Ritter dropping back and underthrows Pitt. This one was behind him. 2nd and 10 now for Atlanta. 30 seconds left to go. Ritter dropping back, stepping up, has a lane, slides down in front of the linebacker, and they'll use their final timeout. 3rd and 6. Ritter has all day and throws incomplete, too far in front of his wide receiver. Looks like Dixon is out to punt this one back to the Panthers. Hinton deep to return. And this one angling toward the sideline is out of bounds at the 27. And here comes the Panther offense. They come out with 3 tight ends, likely just going to run the clock and get to the half. Miles Sanders takes this one right up the middle for a gain of 9. And the clock will run. And that's going to do it for the first half. Our score here, Carolina 16, Atlanta 7. It's a 9-point lead. It would be 10, but of course the rain played a factor in on that extra point from Butker. As we take a look at the upcoming games this week 1. We've got an excellent matchup here with the Saints and the Vikings. A couple of good Monday night games with the Jets and Dolphins, Raiders and Seahawks. And the Sunday night game coming up is Baltimore versus Cincy. That should be a good one as well. As we take a look at some highlights here in this one, Bryce Young dropping back, throwing deep, and this is the Justin Dean touchdown. We're not going to show you the whole thing because it was just that good. And now Dixon ready to kick the second half off, as Hamler will take this one from the 1. As he looks for space on the right side, gets up to the 23. And here comes the Panther offense. They'll start 1st and 10 from the 23. And this a counter to Sanders, who's got 2 yards as he goes up the middle. 2nd and 8 now for the Panthers. As this one goes out to Chark, who's got to move a little bit to get it, but he does, and that's a 1st down. Chark's first grab of the night. 1st and 10 from the 41. Young in the shotgun. He's dropping back, throws underneath, has DJ Chark, who makes the 7-yard reception. Now 2nd and 3 as Carolina comes out with 2 tight ends. And they hand this off to Sanders, who breaks initial contact but can't get away from the backup. He's going to lose 3 yards. It's now 3rd and 6 for Carolina. This one goes underneath for Quintana, who turns it up immediately, spins off a tackler, and has 1st down yardage, but it appears his hip is in some pain. He's going to sit down on the sideline for a second. And with that, Hayden Hurst has entered the game. It's 1st and 10. Bryce Young looking for somewhere to go with it, has nothing, and will just throw this one away. Good coverage downfield by Atlanta that brings up 2nd and 10. This one incomplete. Tried to float it out to Medina, but it's knocked away by May. And it looks like it's just cramps, as of course the humidity is high here in Charlotte. 3rd and 10. Elias Quintana back in the game, and it looks like the Panthers are setting up the screen. Sanders couldn't get away from pursuit of Luvu, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Hecker has a chance here to pin the Falcons deep. Hecker fields the punt cleanly and angles it toward the sideline. However, it bounces into the end zone. Couldn't get it close enough. 1st and 10 for Atlanta as they come out in the pistol. And this is a handoff to Robinson, who's tackled down by Robinson after a 2-yard gain. So far, he's been able to go nowhere. The Panther defense has done a very good job keeping Bijan Robinson in check. It's 2nd and 8. And this one is off the mark, intended for London. Now 3rd and 8 for Atlanta. And he is sacked. Ritter goes down once again. This time Nicholas Schultz comes in on the blitz to take down Ritter. An excellent job here by Schultz. He comes in untouched just behind Derek Brown. Use that big body to hide himself. And that brings up 4th and 17. Dixon ready to punt back to Hinton. Gets it away. Hinton will take it at about the 40. Carolina's going to be set up in excellent field position as Hinton gets this across midfield and up to the 48. As we take a look at Sanders' numbers, they are good. It's 1st and 10. Carolina comes out with 3 wide receivers, everybody in close as they hand this off to Sanders. He tries to get outside, finds 8 yards, and it looks like Luvu may be shaken up. He's favoring that ankle, and he is going to limp back to the locker room. Luvu, of course, was a fan favorite here in Carolina. Hopefully he is all right. It's 2nd and 2. Bryce Young drops back here, throws over the middle, has Justin Dean, and he has a Panther first down up to the 24. 1st and 10 for the Panthers after that excellent grab by Dean. Bryce throwing and sacked as he's dropped by Craig at the 32. That's going to be a loss of 7. And that brings up 2nd and 17 as Carolina comes out with 4 wide receivers. And this one goes out to Chark, who has it, and a first down. Uses his excellent speed to just jet across the field. Not very many DBs can hang with DJ Chark. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. And this one underneath for Mingo, who holds on through the hit. And that'll be a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 from the 5. Young back in the shotgun with Sanders. He hands this one off to Sanders, who looks for room on the outside. Doesn't get a good block from Dean. And gains 2, but it looks like Sanders was shaken up. He's going to head back to the locker room. Looked like he could be favoring that arm or midsection. And that brings in Chuba Hubbard, who's been good in backup duty. It's 3rd and 2. The Panthers fake the handoff, and this one goes out to Hurst, but it's incomplete, knocked away at the last second. And look at this, the Panther offense will stay out as they look to spread the Falcon defense out. They immediately hand this off to Chuba, who walks right in for the score. Doesn't get much easier than that. Just spread the defense out and let your big guys go to work. Easy there by Chuba as he just cuts it back. And it looks like it's a bruised sternum for Miles Sanders, so his night is done. And the Panthers will come out for the 2-point conversion attempt. And this one is knocked away. Shouldn't have been thrown to begin with. And the 2-pointer is no good. Butker ready to kick it back to the Falcons. Falcons haven't scored since their first drive. I'm sure I just jinxed it. And here is the return and tackle down at the 22. Here comes Ritter, who's had some good plays and some bad ones. It's 1st and 10 for Atlanta. Ritter dropping back and right, almost into the arms of Brian Burns. Instead, he rushes for 5. Brian almost got there for his 4th sack of the night. That brings up 2nd and 5 as we near 2 minutes here in the 3rd. Pistol formation, and they fake the handoff. Ritter once again throwing downfield, this time intercepted by Schultz, his 2nd, as he is down at the 26-yard line. Excellent job by Schultz to jump in front of that one. Ritter was moving around in the pocket looking for something. Thought he had his guy over the middle, but Schultz undercut it. And here comes Carolina's offense in excellent field position at the 26. They hand this off to Chuba, who tries to go up the middle and gains 1 yard. Now 2nd and 9 for the Panthers. They play action this one out. Throwing across the middle for Dean, but it's incomplete. 3rd and 9 now for the Panthers. Let's see what they've got here on this 3rd down. And wide open, Mingo across the field, incomplete as Young overthrows his receiver. Something we've seen Young do plenty of times. And here is the field goal unit as Butker's kick is good. Carolina now leads this one 25-7 as Butker kicks it back. June will take it at about the 2. And he's got plenty of room and is gone. June to the 20, the 10, touchdown, Atlanta. Mitch June, his first of his NFL career. First round draft pick for these Falcons, gets himself a return touchdown. And here's the extra point from Pierce. And it is good. Atlanta cuts into this Panther lead. That's Atlanta's first score since the first quarter. Man Dixon ready to kick it back. Hamler will take this deep in his end zone and kneel it down for a touchback. Here comes Bryce Young and company. They come out in the eye. Chuba the deep back. They'll play action. Throw this one out to Quintana, who can't come down with it. He was double covered there at the end. 2nd and 10 now for the Panthers. Young dropping back, has a man, that's Chark, who sat down on the route and gets a first down. Excellent job there from Chark and Young. It's 1st and 10 as we near the end of the 3rd. Young takes the snap, dropping back, throwing to Dean, who's got it. And he's wrestled out of bounds by Okuda at the 35. And the clock will run down to zeros. And that is the end of the 3rd. Our score, Carolina 25, Atlanta 14. 1st and 10 as we get the 4th quarter started. 2 tight ends for the Panthers, and they hand this off to Chuba. And he gets 3 yards as he works the left side of the line. 2nd and 7 now for the Panthers. Young hands this one off to Chuba, and he's got a first down as he falls ahead. And that ball will be spotted at the 24. Excellent running here from the Panthers. It's 1st and 10. And they once again hand this off to Chuba Hubbard, who plows his way ahead for 2. 2nd and 8 now for the Panthers. And this one is off the back of the defender, intended for Hayden Hurst, incomplete. Thought Hayden would have a step there. It didn't turn out that way. It's 3rd and 8. And the Panthers will just hand this off to Chuba as he tries to make his way downtown, but only finds 2 yards. And here is Harrison Butker and the field goal team. And 3-pointer is good. Carolina extends their lead by 3. It's now 28-14 as Butker kicks this one back. June will take it and run it out of the end zone. And he is tackled down by Merritt at the 21. Carolina's done a good job keeping this offense in check, specifically the running game. It's 1st and 10 here as this is thrown incomplete. Led London just a little too far. 2nd and 10 now for Ritter and the Falcons. Carolina brings pressure, and it is incomplete as Ritter threw it away before he was blindsided. 3rd and 10 for Atlanta. Will they go 3 and out? Let's find out. Carolina brings a little bit of pressure. Ritter running and sliding down. He's going to be short. And that brings up 4th down. Looks like Atlanta will stay out there on 4th down. And this one is knocked away by Bolden, intended for Kyle Pitts. Excellent job there from the Panther defense, and their offense comes back out with the ball at the 24. Carolina comes out in the eye. They'll go play action, throw this one quickly down to Chark, who somehow comes down with that one. DJ Chark. How did he catch that ball? Holy moly. 2 Falcons had a chance, Okuda and I think Bates. But instead it's Chark who comes down with it. And the Panthers strike quickly after that 4th down denial. And they tack on the extra point. That was a one-play, 24-yard drive for the Panthers as June takes this one out of the end zone. And he makes a move on Hubbard and gets this up to the 23. And here comes the Falcon offense one more time. First and 10, ball at the 23. Let's see what Atlanta can do here. As Ritter is forced out of the pocket and forced to make a bad throw, incomplete. Pressure ramping up on Ritter. It's second and 10. And they'll fake the handoff. Ritter under pressure throws it away. Burns applies their initial pressure, then Gross Matos finishes it off. It's third and 10. Will Atlanta go 3 and out? As this one is caught by London. He keeps on his feet. Horn couldn't bring him down. London finally tackled down at the 16. He was in a foot race with J.C. Horn. Great job by London to keep his balance and turn that into a huge Atlanta Falcon gain. It's first and 10 now as Atlanta is in scoring position. They hand this off to Robinson, who gets 3 yards off the right side. They go empty here. Ritter drops back. No pressure as this is thrown out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Third and 7 for Atlanta. They switch some things up here at the line as Pitts goes to the left. And Ritter, under pressure, is forced to throw this one out of bounds once again. Good job by the Panther defense. That brings up 4th and 7, and of course, the Falcons are going to go for it. They've got 4 receivers out there. And this one is once again thrown out of the back of the end zone, and the Falcons come away with nothing. That great effort from London means nothing as Carolina takes over at their 13. Here's a run by Chuba as he breaks a tackle and gains 5. Of course, Chuba wants to prove that he can be a starting running back. It's second and 5 for Carolina as Chuba makes his way off the right side and now has a 3rd and inches. We've got 3:30 left to go here in the game. Chuba, the lone back in the backfield, and he is met in the backfield. He will lose yardage there, and that brings up 4th and 1. And Hecker comes out for his second punt of the night. He gets this one away. Back to return is June, and he is shouldered down by Flowers at the 36. We take a look at Drake London's numbers there, of course, bumped up because of that excellent gain he had on the last drive. Other than that, he has been quiet. It's 1st and 10 as Atlanta empties out the backfield here. And this one is picked off by Hall. The 3rd interceptions today by this Panther defense. This time, Bryce Hall takes it away from Ritter. Hall does a good job here. Looks like it was intended for Pitts, and he was running across with London just in the right place at the right time. And here comes Bryce Young and the Panther offense. They take over at the 40. It's 1st and 10 following that Atlanta interception. And this a handoff to Chuba, who spins away from a defender and gains 4. We near the 2-minute warning. We're probably going to have one play here before the warning. It's 2nd and 6 as Carolina hands this off to Chuba. And he's got a 1st down up to the 26. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Our score, Carolina 35, Atlanta 14. This is an interesting one because during the preseason, Atlanta was 3-0 and looked pretty strong. Carolina, on the other hand, was 0-3 and looked abysmal. And here is the run from Chuba, who gets some great blocking on the outside. Makes a move and gets up to the 7. However, it looks like Abdul Hazelton is shaken up. He's going to head over to the trainer's table. Hopefully he's all right. He missed some time last year with an injury. And it is 1st and goal here. Bradley Bozeman in at center. And Chuba takes the handoff, stops and pops to the left and gains a couple. And it looks like it's just an ankle sprain for Hazleton. I don't want to bring him back right away. There's less than a minute to go. No point in rushing it. It's 2nd and goal as Carolina just lets the clock run down. They hand this off to Chuba, who walks right into the end zone for a Panther touchdown, his 2nd of the night, as he comes in relief of Miles Sanders. Excellent job by Chuba and this offensive line to seal the deal. Butker now tacks on the extra point. It's 42-14. And the ensuing kickoff. Butker boots this one deep. June, who's got a return touchdown in this one, returns it out of the end zone and has an excellent return up to the 32. Atlanta now out there. Robinson back in the backfield with Ritter. As this is caught by Moore, as he's down at the 48. 1st and 10, 40 seconds left to go in the game. Ritter changing some things up here at the line. They get the snap away, and Ritter will throw this underneath for Pitts, who runs away from a tackler and is finally brought down by Hall at the 32. And the clock will continue to run. We've got 7 seconds left to go. Let's see if Atlanta can get a final playoff here. They do with 2 seconds remaining. And it is almost caught by London as Garvin absolutely launches himself into London for the pass breakup. And this is a Panther victory over the Atlanta Falcons to begin the year. What a game, 42-14. Carolina takes down their bitter rival. Take that, Atlanta. As we take a look at some stats. Bryce Young finishing with 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 268 yards through the air. Desmond Ritter, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions with 254 through the air. See, that's the stat line we're used to seeing from Bryce Young. It's nice to see him on the opposite side for this one. Rushing, Chuba finishes with 68 yards and 2 scores. Miles Sanders had 78 before he got hurt. We'll take a look at that injury after the game. Bijan Robinson unable to do anything as he finishes with 11 yards, and Ritter runs for 22. Receiving, DJ Chark finishes with 5 grabs, 85 yards, 1 score. Justin Dean, 4 grabs, 88 yards, and 1 score. Drake London had 110 yards. That was boosted by a 61-yarder. Brandon Cooks gets a score, and so does Quintana. Brian Burns finishing with 4 tackles for loss. He also had 3 sacks. Will Craig, the rookie out of Clemson, has a sack. Nicholas Schultz gets a sack as well. Interceptions, 2 go to Schultz, who was outstanding. 1 goes to AJ Terrell, and 1 to Bryce Hall. And finishing that game, we've got an upgrade to Justin Wilcox, our rookie left guard. Love to see it. We're going to go pass protector for him. He's up to a 75 with that upgrade. And he gets 2 awareness, 1 pass block finesse, and 1 pass block power. And checking out the injury report, there is nothing to report, so it looks like Miles Sanders is okay and will be ready for week 2. And coming up in week 2, we've got the Los Angeles Rams. And then following that, we've got Kansas City. I don't know what it is, but this game loves us to play against Kansas City. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.